Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Butternut Squash Casserole. Today I'm going to show you a really delicious recipe that is great for the upcoming holidays. It's also a great fall-time recipe. Let's jump right in. First thing we're going to do is prep our squash and the vegetables that we need to roast. Now, this butternut squash casserole is also going to be packed with protein and packed with delicious flavor with a great hint of sweetness. All of these are seasonal vegetables that you're going to be using and fruits. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some butternut squash. Now, you can get the butternut squash and cut it yourself. Today, I want to make it really simple. Most of the time, you could find it already pre-diced. So I have this is by Olivia's Organics, not sponsored, but this is a really great brand if you have access to this one for the butternut squash. So I'm just gonna dump it in my bowl. Setting it aside, we're now going to prep our apple. So I'm gonna be using one apple. What I recommend is you get either like a Pink Lady apple, a Honey Crisp, something a little bit on the sweeter side. These are organic Pink Lady apples. Now, of course, they're a little bit smaller. It just depends on how, the size that you get. But I like something on a little bit on the smaller side, medium at most. So you're just gonna take your apple, you're gonna cut it in half. And I cut it in quarters, and then I just go right down here. It makes it really easy to cut out the core. Next, you're going to take the quarters, and what I like to do is I like to slice down like this, turn it, slice it in half, and then turn again, and you get nice, small diced pieces. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also like this video while you're at it. I've added the diced apples to the bowl with the squash, and now we're gonna prep our last vegetable, which is gonna be some Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna take my Brussels sprout, and I'm just gonna cut it in quarters, just like this. I'm preheating my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to season the vegetables while that preheats. You're gonna get some olive oil and drizzle it on top of your vegetables and that apple. Then I'm gonna get a little bit of parsley. I'll put all the measurements down in the description below. Some basil, salt, cinnamon, and black pepper. You're gonna give this a good toss. We're also going to add a large tablespoon of honey, and you're gonna combine this all together again. Once you've combined all of that seasoning, you're going to throw your vegetables and the apple onto a sheet pan. I have sprayed down the sheet pan first with a little bit of avocado oil spray and put down some parchment paper. That just makes it a little bit easier to clean up. I'm going to spread this out. And then we're going to throw this into the preheated oven. It's going to bake for 35 minutes. While our vegetables are roasting in the oven, we're gonna prep the sausage. So we're gonna be adding sausage to this casserole, but not just any sausage, it is pork and apple sausage. If you can get fresh pork and apple sausage, that is the best way to go. This will add really great sweetness and some extra protein to that casserole. But I'm gonna pause to also take a quick moment to thank everyone so much. I really appreciate all of you for helping grow the channel, all of your likes, your comments, following me. I really, really greatly appreciate it. And I have something really exciting. I've gotten a lot of comments, I've gotten a lot of messages about this, so make sure to stay tuned. Something really exciting is coming out at the end of this month. Once your iron skillet, and you wanna make sure that you use an iron skillet if you have one, also a steel pan will work. You're gonna add some olive oil to the hot pan. And we're going to add our sausage. I've made sure to take it out of the casing. You're just going to cook what's inside the casing. And I have my iron skillet on medium heat. If you're using a steel pan, it'll also be medium heat. If you only have a non-stick, that is totally fine as well. Make sure you crank it up a little bit higher. If you have something like a non-stick or a ceramic pan, it might just need to be a little bit higher, medium, high. Just make sure you don't burn the meat and you're just cooking it slowly. You're going to continue breaking up all of your ground meat until it is fully cooked. In the same pan, you're going to turn it to low heat. If you need to add some more olive oil, go ahead and add that. It should be enough since you're cooking a pork sausage. There should be plenty of fat in the pan already. You're gonna take some thinly sliced Vidalia onion, which is also sweet yellow onion, and you're going to add it to your pan. We're going to cook the onion on the low heat. We wanna make sure that it's caramelized. We don't wanna burn it. So again, low and slow makes it caramelized. We don't wanna burn. And I would continuously stir it, maybe every like 10 seconds, just to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. At this point, I'm gonna add another pinch of salt, a little bit of black pepper, little sprinkle of our cinnamon, and another tablespoon of honey. Give that a stir, make sure that everything is seasoned, and then let the onions caramelize. As you can see, the onions are getting really soft. They're starting to caramelize. This whole caramelization process of the onions takes about 10 to 12 minutes. Be patient. You wanna make sure that you're cooking it at a low temperature. That's how you get that perfect caramelization on your onions. Our vegetables have just finished roasting and I've taken the onion off of the pan. We're ready to assemble our casserole dish. I'm gonna first take a little bit of olive oil and put it just on the bottom of the pan. You're then going to take the parchment paper. This is why you wanna put the parchment paper down. It makes it a lot easier. Take the parchment paper, lift it off of the sheet pan with your vegetables, and then just throw your vegetables into a larger baking dish. While we're assembling the casserole, I've turned on the broiler. You wanna set it to high. Once it's ready, that's when we're gonna throw the casserole dish in. I'm gonna now take the onions and that sausage, and we're just going to throw it on top of our vegetables. Let's give this a good stir. Make sure that all of our ingredients are combined. I'm gonna take an extra drizzle of honey, and you're just going to drizzle it on top of the casserole, just all over. For our last step, we're going to add some freshly grated Gruyere cheese. You're just gonna take the freshly grated cheese and sprinkle it all on top of the casserole. The reason you wanna make sure that it's freshly grated is when you get the one that's pre-grated, it already has some kind of coating. Usually it's like a tapioca starch or a potato starch, and you don't want that. It doesn't melt as well, especially when you're putting it in the oven. So I would get a block of Gruyere and shred it yourself. Once the broiler is ready, you're going to take the casserole dish and throw it in there. Make sure that you're watching it. It's only gonna take a couple of minutes, but we're just going to melt the cheese and let it get nice and golden brown on top. And there you have it, delicious butternut squash casserole, nice cheese, melty cheese on top with that delicious sausage. You guys are gonna absolutely love this recipe. This is gonna be great for the holiday time. Bring it for, Thanksgiving, for Christmas, New Year's. Everything that you could possibly want in a holiday dish is right here. Now, most importantly, we gotta do a taste test. So let's get a perfect bite right here. I wanna make sure we get our sausage, the squash. Look at that. I mean, perfect cheese pull. So good. I mean, it smells incredible. Get that cinnamon, the delicious sweetness from the butternut squash. Can't wait for you guys to try this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And cheers. If you're looking for a casserole dish that's going to completely blow the mind of your guests, this is the one. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.